Hello everybody. Right now I'm just going to show you guys how I curl the front of my hair. And this is good for everyday use or if you're going to be styling your hair into an updo or something. So here it goes. Um, First of all, I want to let you guys know I did the back of my head already. It's just curls from the top all the way down to the bottom, rolled downwards from the top down. And that's all around the back side of my head. And what I did is I curled my hair with a hot roller and then took it off the hot roller and then pinned it. And this is what I use. If you haven't seen before, it's a single or metal double prong clips right there. You can get this at Sally's for about $5 or $6. And if you're going to be curling your whole head, I suggest that you buy one of these big boxes. I will be using my rat tail comb and my regular hairbrush, and then the hot roller, of course. So I've just sectioned it off. It's just the front area right here that's uncurled. So I'm just going to pull that down. Another good tool to use, these clips are really great to hold your hair in place. You can get them in packs of I think like 10 or something like that, and yeah, they're really great to have. So you're going to want to section your hair. I'm sure you probably have a part in your hair on the side, so this is where I part mine. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab a little bit of it with the end of your rat tail comb. And from the part, just grab like a kind of a rough 1 by 1 inch little square of hair. And you can use, I suggest that people use a thermal spray. It protects your hair from heat, and it also helps to style it, but I don't have any on me right now. But what I would be doing is I would be spraying each piece before I put it in the hot roller. So I'm just going to grab it with this, and I'm going to be curling it downwards from the part. So I guess, I don't know what you would call that, just going towards the bottom of your hair, away from the part. I don't know. That's where my part is. I'm not sure how to explain it. And you curl it for a minute, and I guess if your hair is fairly damaged, I would suggest using a low heat instead of a high heat because that'll fry your hair even more. So just be wary of that. This is also great to do before you go to bed. The longer you wear the curls, the better they will stay. So you just clip the front end right there, find the back, and secure that down with a clip as well. Make sure you don't get any of this other hair clipped in with that, otherwise it'll make it a little messy and hard to take out when you do come to take out your hair clips. So this section right here is one that I tend to have trouble with. This is right here taking up like a bigger portion of the top of my head. It goes all the way back to where the line is back here that separates into the back of my head, and it's also on my part. So I don't like to curl this one too high because then it adds like too much volume where I don't really want it. So I kind of pull it low when I curl it just to get the kind of style that I want. If you want puffy hair, puffy curly hair, I would suggest teasing each root, the bottom of the roots of each little square that you do of your hair, because that will help it to stand up once you've taken all the curls out. That's really great to do in the back of your head if you just want volume over there. Just do the first like 1 or 2 rows, and then on the top right here, this is another great place to tease so you get a good, nice kind of big swoop. Curl that one just for a second. Secure that with a clip. I think just one will be okay. I would suggest also clipping it with 2 if you're going to be overnight, using this overnight. And this is kind of just a random pattern. It's not anything like fancy that's written down or in some like tutorial books or anything like that. I'm just taking little sections, curling them downwards, and just pinning them in place. And that's going to be setting for a while. Just showing you guys the way that I do it. It's actually a fairly, I guess, normal way of curling your hair. I don't know how many other people curl their hair this way, but because I don't own the hot rollers that you leave in your hair, I just use a curling iron. I try to do it kind of evenly so some curls aren't bigger than others. And right here on this side of my hair was the part that I used to have bleached white, so it's a little frizzy from damage of just bleaching it all the time. And that's the reason why my hair is brown right now, because I'm just trying to give it a rest and go for a little more of a natural look for the holidays. I've also been thinking about getting rid of my nose piercing. You can barely see it, but I have a ring right there. It's actually kind of big. And yeah, it's kind of the only one I have left from when I used to get lots of piercings. You know, I was into that. I had my eyebrows done each on each side. I have a little bit of scarring right there, actually. I had my septum pierced. I really liked that one. I had a Monroe that I really enjoyed too. I had my lip pierced in the middle. Still kind of see the hole. Don't remember. I don't think I had much else. But I was really into the whole piercings thing. But they all either got infected or I just decided to take them out. I've had active acne as a teenager, so that caused a lot of my piercings to go when I didn't want them to. So I don't know if you guys want to like leave comments or anything, if you curl your hair the same way, or if you have maybe a better technique. If you have any questions about the direction of this, it's actually kind of intricate. If you want a big, like, a big swoop on the top of your forehead, you know, coming down kind of naturally, you would curl your hair forward and not to the side like I've done, because that'll give it more volume. One thing you guys should know about curling your hair and leaving it overnight is the areas around your ears are really important, because if you have clips, maybe, you know, that are going to be touching your ears, it gets really annoying and actually can hurt. So just be wary of where you're placing your clips when you do curl your hair. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the other side. And I'm not looking for a lot of volume or anything. I'm probably just going to pin this side back once it does come down. I like having curls in my hair just so I can kind of not have to put it up in any way and it still looks nice. Kind of a lazy way of being fancy, I guess. So I'm going to take this side and curl it away from the other side. So just curling it down this way. And if you were looking to do Liberty curls or something like that and wanting to use the same kind of technique that I use, you would just roll your curls upwards, so the Liberty curls would kind of come together really nicely and not be going the opposite way, which is down. It also helps to keep your hair up and get it to the top of your head. So maneuvering is one of the obstacles you'll come in contact with when curling your hair. And you kind of just have to, I don't know, use instinct and depth perception and kind of just place your hands wherever you think it'll work best. And then curling the hair inwards. If you need to, you can use the end of this to kind of work in the tails of your hair, the tails of the curls. Sometimes they don't always fall under, like I do. I curl my hair like every other night, or you know, maybe not so often. So I kind of got used to tucking the tails in with just my hand, but if you want a cleaner look, if you're looking to style it a specific way, you might want to use the end of the tail, or the rat tail end of the comb. And you will notice that I'm not using any pomade, any hair gel, or any hairspray, and that's because my hair is day old right now. And day old hair, it's not that it's that dirty or anything. It's just that the natural oils come out and they kind of work as a natural hair gel. So if you curl your hair on high heat with no hairspray and stuff like that, it might frizzle a little bit, but it'll curl really well. You don't have to put any product in. So if you're running low on product or you don't have any, just curl your hair on day old hair, not when you get out of the shower. Alright, so there's the front. The back is all done. Let me show you the back. I wonder how well you saw that. And you can cover this with a handkerchief, with a bandana, with some really nice soft fabric. Anything you can to protect it from the wind or whatever you're doing, whether you're just doing chores around the house or you're out running errands or working out or something. So that's it, and later on I'll be making another video on how to style this kind of set, and possibly something else on a product I received recently. So just stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.